Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Gala. This was requested by one of the viewers down below in the comment section under one of the previous videos. So thank you all for watching. Leave a like, share the video if you think it could help out someone. And if you want to support Ukraine, you can do so by going over to the official websites I linked down below, and you can donate directly to the funds if you wish to do so. So jumping into Gala on the daily chart, this is TradingView. So you can see that we are in a channel down pattern here, and we're essentially on the support of the channel pattern. So this would be a good buying opportunity in my opinion, because every time you were in this or around this pattern, around the support of the pattern, you had a move to the upside. So you did this in June, you did the same thing in July, you had the same thing in July once again. You had a bounce at the end of July, and right now you're coming back down here in September. So potentially you may look for an uptrend into November and even breaking above the resistance of the channel up pattern, because I'm looking for an uptrend into November starting in October, because we've seen that in the past 2 years. And the past 2 years have been in a bull market. That's something to keep in mind. But this doesn't mean that we're not going to see a move into the upside. In November, we could see, but it might not be as bullish as the previous 2 years. That's all I'm saying. The 20 EMA here is acting as a very strong resistance level. We got rejected from there in September 10th. Actually, we have like 4 rejections at the beginning of September, another rejection September 16th. And right now you're just chilling here on the support of the channel up pattern. So let me just zoom in a little bit more for you guys. And as you can see, you may be creating some sort of a bear pennant here, because you do have a strong capitulation to the downside, and you do have some sort of a symmetrical triangle here. So if you start breaking down, you might see a move towards the downside, and this potentially could be your support at 0.03251 cents. That would be quite negative, because you would lose the channel pattern and then you would run into resistance, which was the previous support of the channel down pattern. So you have to keep that in mind. That's not the best outcome. Let's throw a Fib retracement onto the chart and see what sort of targets to the downside we may have. So what I did here is I took this support of July, basically our bottom, and well, our bottom at the point of July, and we took the high that we created in August. So as you can see, the 1.618 target is exactly the target of this bear pennant here. And the 1.618 target is usually what you start targeting after you start losing the first fib level. That is precisely what we have done here. And your minimal target is going to be the 1.272 at 0.03860, and your target is going to be here at 0.03249, which is going to be the 1.618, and that's going to be the target, the technical target from this bear pennant. So be on the lookout for that. If Bitcoin decides to capitulate, this might be the next bottom for Gala, and that is going to be a great entry point for anyone looking to dollar cost average into the project. Even if you buy in right now, you could do that. Just don't put a lot of money into it. And if you dump even lower, then buy some more. And that's really easy. You know, it's really easy. Don't let greed take control of you guys, and don't let fear take control of you either. So one thing I'm noticing here on the daily chart is that we do have a very nice bullish divergence here. So as you can see, the RSI is really printing. If we go way back here to May, right at the end of April, the RSI is printing higher lows, as you can see with the arrow going to the upside. Now, if I bring out the same arrow from the same point here in May, as you can see right now, the price, oh, actually that was accidentally, I do apologize. So let's bring out that and double click. There we go. So as you can see, the arrow here on the price action is going to the downside, and it's because, like, as you can see, all the lows are getting lower and lower. So you're printing lower lows on the price action. However, you're printing higher lows on the RSI, and this is a bullish divergence. So what this means is that potentially we may see a break to the upside. We may see a relief rally. We may see a move towards the resistance here towards the resistance of the channel up pattern, or the channel down pattern. I do apologize. We are in a channel down pattern at the moment, and you could look for a move all the way up here. Potentially, that would be the 0.382 of this Fibonacci retracement at 0.06013. So hopefully that's easy to understand, nothing too difficult. We just have a bearish pattern at our hands right now. We are in the very apex of the triangle, so we may see that capitulation come in the next couple of days. Regarding the RSI, we are very low in terms of the RSI. We're very near the oversold level. So if you want a dollar cost average in right now based on the RSI, that's going to be a good idea. As you can see, this is what we were looking, this is what the RSI looked like in November of 2021. So that's why I'm talking about November a lot on this channel, is because we may see some sort of a move to the upside. Now, I don't think it's going to be as bullish as this move, but I do think we have the potential to at least get overbought for a little bit and then come back down. Right? So that's what I'm expecting, and I'm going to be swing trading a lot of my altcoins if that's what happens. So be on the lookout for that. You have your technical target to the downside. You have multiple resistance levels, the 20 EMA, the 55 EMA. You have the golden ratio here, which is a very important level for us. We have retested this level as resistance on September 11th. So this is sitting here at 0.05346. So that may be one level to take some profits at. But if you're not swing trading, then just buy in at these red days and you're going to be good, basically. But not a financial advice, as always. Let's switch over to the Binance website. So moving over to the weekly chart on Binance, as you can see, we are in a falling wedge pattern here, basically. So for the entire existence of the token on Binance, we have been in this bullish pattern. However, as you can see, we started opening candles below the support of the pattern, and this is quite negative because this means that you lost the support of the pattern, basically, right? And you lost the support, and that means that now the support has turned into resistance, and that is not good. So if you continue hitting your head on the light blue or the teal trend line here, if you let me get the brush, if you do something like this, then that's going to be a very negative signal for Gala, and we might see a further move to the downside. Like I said, you can take a Fib retracement, you take that high, you take that swing low, and you get your 1.618 target. That's your potential bottom. But usually what happens with falling wedges is that you break to the upside. There's a 75% chance you break to the upside from a falling wedge, and obviously 25% chance that you're going to drop down. And potentially, this is what we're having here. Now, I want to mention also that sometimes I see this happen with bullish patterns, and I think that is done purposefully because they want people to feel scared because you're losing the support of a major pattern. And what happens sometimes is that you lose the support, and then a couple of days later you start coming back into the pattern and you start breaking, and you actually get your technical target. Now, granted, the technical target here is the all-time high because that's where the pattern was created. So you're not going to get back there in a couple of days or in a couple of months. But I'm just saying that you may come back into the pattern and start breaking out, and you may actually target the 20 EMA as resistance on the weekly chart, which is currently sitting at 0.07745. So be on the lookout for that. That's something that may happen. Obviously, you do have some sort of a resistance here. Let me just change the color of the trend lines there. We're going to do that as white. And if I bring out another trend line here, as you can see, you may be in some sort of a falling wedge on its, like a falling wedge within a falling wedge, right? As you can see, the white trend lines here, you're in a falling wedge and you're basically holding the support of the second smaller falling wedge at this point. So if you start losing that, then yeah, I would say you're pretty much going to be going down, further down on Gala. But at this moment, there's a good chance that we might start breaking out and just come back into the blue falling wedge and start breaking out, because that's what happens a lot of the times. But still, we're breaking down. That's negative. So I would expect further moves to the downside for Gala. If with how Bitcoin is looking, I do think we may see one last capitulation, and for Gala, that's not going to be looking very good in terms of the price action. But in terms of you buying the token as cheap as possible, that is actually good. So the lower it goes, the better it is for you, obviously, because you can buy more tokens with less money, or with the same amount of money, you can buy even more tokens. And if you believe in the project long term, then I don't think there is any point of you being scared. I haven't done my proper research into Gala because this was simply a request from the comment section, and I don't know anything about the project. I'm simply looking based on the price charts. So thank you all for watching, guys. If I missed out anything important on the charts, please let me know down below in the comment section. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to join me on Patreon. That's a great way to support the channel and to get a lot of exclusive content, such as low cap gem calls, trade alerts, project highlights, podcasts on a weekly basis. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. Bye bye.